Hello everybody, welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus. We got a bunch of fun mods to play today. Obviously, revamped special rooms staying on. We're also going to play as the Drawn, and then I have the Pulling of Isaac on, which I did play on stream with the stream, but we're going to play it a little bit differently today, and instead just have it where I can choose an item from the room. It's a good way of doing a choose item type thing without... I suppose maybe your self-control could get to you. You'll see in a second what exactly I mean by that. I'll give you the seed shortly, and then we'll talk about who the Drawn actually is. And I suppose I should probably pull up who the mod author actually is for this. Give me a hot second. There it is. It's one of the highest rated mods on the workshop right now. It's by Philoax and Langui, and it's really a unique mod. There's the seed, ABBCZWL2. It's a unique mod because it takes out consumables, essentially. And you can see here, instead you get to choose what consumable you want, and then you draw it with E. And the only thing that drops on the ground now is ink. So we're going to pick up some ink soon, and I'll show you exactly how the actual drawing function works when there's actually... So there's a piece of ink, we'll pick that up, and now you see we got 5 up on the top. And then we'll be able to use that ink to draw whatever consumables we need here shortly, if I can actually like find a use for them. I don't really want to waste ink to make a key to go to the shop. That just seems like kind of not necessary. I mean, we could... Bombs are 10. Okay, so we can't get that guy yet. I was gonna say I might as well bomb to bomb to get the ink. We can now do that, and frankly, it's not really worth it, so actually I'm not going to do it. At first I was like, you know what, let's just do it. It'll be a fun time, right? We are on an XL floor, but I'm not going to do that. That's very short-sighted. You can get the ink from anywhere, so these pieces of poop, we honestly should destroy as we can get ink from them. And you can see that you get a decent amount of ink dropped just on the room normally, which is pretty okay. Now, I believe that in the case of a blood donation machine, this will not give ink and will still give money. Oh, no, this does give. Okay, interesting. So this still gives as well. How do we make pennies? Is it 7 for a penny, or is that like 7 for a dime or something? I suppose we could go to the shop and try this out right now, huh? Let's do it. So let's get a key. We can press E to get ourselves a key. There it is. And then let's also do this and see what we get from this. So that is literally 7 things for 1 penny. Yo, that's a little excessive, in all honesty. But let's go in here. As you can see, we have a normal shop, and we did get some stuff from there, so I suppose that's fine. It should be 5 for a penny, man. I don't know about you, but it should definitely be 5. I don't think we want anything in here, sadly. I would like to have some hearts, so how about we do one of these, grab a heart, and it's a spirit heart that's actually really nice for us, since we can get a deal with the devil on this floor. Ow. That did hurt a little bit. That's okay. This guy's stats are pretty low to start. 3.5 damage is and then 10. I mean, they're normal stats. I'm not going to say they're good or bad. There's nothing that glares out at you as, you know, this is an incredible statistic or anything. It's just kind of there. And we will have our choice at an item from our item room. Never mind, because I have the revamped special rooms mod on, which means that mod does not work and is not compatible. So apparently we're not going to have that on this run. That's okay. I explained it. We'll do it in another episode. It's not the end of the world at all. I should find a way to make them work together, since I enjoy the concept of it a lot and want to do Pulling of Isaac related stuff, because it's basically a draft mode when you get right down to it. Ow. Maybe a little bit overpowered, but I still think that it's not necessarily horrible. But I also really, really like the revamped special rooms mod, and intend to have that on 24/7 forever. So what do we get in here? We get a little haunt. It's not really all that good. So let's fight our bosses. should not be that bad to knock out Larry Jr. I'm a little bit concerned about losing HP here, since we aren't necessarily in a great spot with our HP right now, because I was stupid and tried to get a bunch of ink from the blood donation machine, which frankly, I still think is valuable, but I'm not going to say too much. I actually have no idea what Ace of Clubs would do for us, as we can't collect bombs. Would bombs drop and then we're just unable to use them, or would it turn everything into ink? Which it would already be ink, because nothing else can drop. I'm a little bit confused by that. I also know that we can draw familiars, which is the little sad dude right here. It's 30 to do that, which is a lot. And that tells me that they probably stay forever. Maybe. Maybe not. We should test that sometime. I'll take the HP, absolutely. And then our deal with the devil contains a bunch of good stuff. Okay, so let's take... You take this, then you take this, then you take this, and now you're sitting pretty. Okay. So our tiers look pretty dope now. That's like a big piece of ink. Yeah, that gave us a decent amount. We got a little delirium, which is a pretty decent item. Is there anything else we want to do here? I don't think so. I think we just head down. And now we're going to have to really start using the abilities of the Drawn, because we have to get into secret rooms and crap, and shops and all that require keys and all that. I don't know how much ink we can actually store up inside of us. I have to imagine it's a decent amount looking at like the size of the container, but we could grab a little bit more. Maybe 30 is just for a temporary familiar. That seems like not a great deal and not something that you should ever do, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm sure we'll test it here eventually. I'll use it on the boss on this floor, and we'll see what happens with that. You get ink regularly, so it's not like you're not getting enough consumables and it's a challenge. It's more just you have to think about what you really need at that given situation. It has a green mode type feel to it, since you're kind of like, oh, I really need to spend on a heart right now. So then you spend your money on a heart, except instead of money, we have ink. And you can buy some certain other stuff. I know the one thing you can buy is like a giant box to come down on top of an enemy, but it can also like insta-kill you. So I'm probably going to stay away from that. Maybe we'll test it at the very end. I did like one tiny 2-floor playthrough of this guy the other day, just to make sure I knew what was going on in the mod before I jumped in and pretended to know everything like I am right now. And I ended up killing myself with it. So I'm a little bit skeptical to use it, but I also think that's valuable to show it off, as it is a, you know, integral part of the mod. Now, what else is in here? Bombs. Yeah, this is the thing. The 20, it just like drops a giant rock on top of a guy. So we'll try to use it sometime. I do want to pop this one though on the boss and see whether or not it's a familiar just for that fight or what. Seems like if it was for the entire floor, it would be, or like for the entire, maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's for the entire floor. But if it was for the entire run, that seems really low in terms of price. But if it's just for the one room, it seems really high in price. It's a very interesting situation there, because I'm not positive that it would be good to ever pop if it's the latter, but let's see what happens. Let's pop it in here. We do have a familiar. He is just going buck wild on this guy. Okay, so I have a feeling that that is not going to follow us for the rest of this floor, and that's only going to be for this fight. But that guy's like super putting in the work, and we did actually die here. So is he still there when we come back in? No. Okay, so that's good to know, honestly. I think this is valuable. Now we know that we don't actually keep the familiar that we do, but it does do a decent amount of damage in a room in which we need it to. So probably a waste of ink right there, but I'm not necessarily upset over what happened. The dark one is continuing to be a pain in the absolute rear, which I'm not a huge fan of, but he's dead. We get a speed upgrade from it. That's okay. We get a pill, which is a luck down. And apparently, I just went down without going to the item room because I forgot how to walk. That's good. I'm really happy about that, honestly. Oh, okay. Well, that's not the end of the world. We just have to get a pretty decent item on this floor and also a deal with the devil that we have a very high chance of getting. Collect your ink. And I'm okay popping that familiar guy on bosses. That seems like a decent use of our time. I mean, that thing did do a pretty okay amount of damage. You know, it's not like that thing was taking control on its own, but it definitely was not definitely not an insignificant amount of damage. Our deal with the devil chance is now absolutely down to a solid, very low percent. If you can hear like an airplane in the background, that is called living on a college campus. I think the secret room's going to be here, so let's draw a bomb right there. Get that opened up. We got a weird shop in here. I mean, I don't really want to spend. So 7 times 15? What the hell is 7 times 15? Calculator. 7 times 15. 105 ink to buy an item from the shop. That's just, like, really stupid. I don't see why we would ever want to do that. So that's, like, one big fault with this character, is shops are pretty much useless. And I suppose that does make this guy a little bit more challenging. And I'm okay with having a little bit more challenging character. I will have to play slightly better, because right now we're playing like hot garbage. But I'm okay with challenging characters. You know, my second favorite character in the game is Lost. That should say something. Lost isn't exactly a walk in the park. Let's draw 2 bombs here and crack open this guy. And then come in here. It's an Isaac's bedroom with just a passageway down. Not really what I'm looking for. I would love to get a... Was that a tinted rock? Yes, it was. I would love to get a... Small rock is dope. I'd love to get a deal with the devil so that we could get rid of a heart and then go back in there, sleep, get some extra HP off of it. That'd be very positive for us. More ink is good. I mean, we did just use 30 ink to get into that room, which is a decent amount of ink if we're being honest here. This is our shop. There's 0 reason for us to even desire going in there. And then hopefully our item room actually contains something good. We will need to draw a key here, so let's get that popped in. Beautiful. It's triple shot. Sign me up. Horrible for our rate of fire, which is already bad, but it's triple shot. I'm not going to not take it. It's a fun item for some people. Some people absolutely despise it. That's okay. You're allowed to have an opinion, despite your opinion being wrong. Okay. Boss fight, are we going to pop another guy in it? I don't think so. Ow. I don't think we're going to, just because I want to save some of our... The fact that it's 30 to spawn that guy, that takes a big, like, toll on your stuff that you got going. I think a really great synergy with this guy would be, like... A bloody penny doesn't even work. But, like, something that can allow you to play blood machines a lot more. You know, an Algiz rune, blank card Algiz would be a beautiful synergy with this guy. Just something that allows you to play blood machines a lot. Because when you can stack up a ton of ink from that, you're going to be sitting pretty in terms of having ink and having consumables. You can pop the stupid guy a lot. I would love to see, like, more items added to the game with this mod as well. This room is going to be hell, in all honesty. I'd love to see some more items added to the game that utilize the ink with this character, because I think that that could be interesting to create a... I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk and chew gum at the same time. We get Latchkey, which is actually... Never mind, it just gives us ink. That's good. Really happy about it. Let's head down. We need to deal with the devil on this floor. Luckily, we got the Spirit Heart from Latchkey. Let's try to keep that alive. We need HP, man. We're not in the greatest spot in the world. I suppose... I don't know if popping... We did get a Spirit Heart from drawing last time. Maybe we'll try that again. See if we get a Spirit Heart every time. In that case, that would be pretty damn good. Let's try. So that was a red heart. That was a red heart. So it must just be a chance at spirit hearts. That seems like not a good use of my time then. But maybe it is. I'm not positive. They have thought this through to a way that you can't just like cheat the system and get infinite ink in some ways. Having everything worth 7 actually does limit the amount of overpoweredness that this character is. At first I was like, this character is going to be really overpowered. Now I'm sitting here going, man, this character is like a little bit difficult. Maybe it's just the run that I'm in, but I don't think so. Ow. Well, now that we played you, we might as well play you more. And you didn't hurt my deal with the devil chant somehow? Do you really not hurt it? Apparently not. We are going to play this guy. And Swallowed Penny is actually a great idea for us, because this is going to pop out a bunch of ink. So let's draw some hearts. Beautiful. Are any of these spirit hearts? No. Just slam your body into this guy a bit. He paid out with Plan C. I'll be honest with you, Plan C is not the worst item we could have here when we have lives with... What's his face? 9 lives. So I suppose we'll hold on to Plan C. We also have to hold on to Plan C unless we get the damn butter trinket, but even then, it would kill us. So I'll pass. Luck down, I'll also pass. Relax, if you give me even 1 piece of ink, then you're acceptable. Instead, you gave us none. You're no longer acceptable. More ink is fine. We didn't find the item room, right? Yeah, we did not find the item room, so we got to go back and get that. Let's also, I mean, we're going to have to make a key here shortly anyway. We have an 100% chance at a deal with the devil. Do you just fight the boss now in the hopes of getting a deal? It's Brownie. You know what? This is one of those situations. I think you pop this guy in, and he's just going to constantly fire. And I think that could help us a decent amount. Can't help but notice he's actually doing literally nothing right now, but that's okay. Roid Rage is fine. I'll take the 2-heart deal. It's Brimstone. Okay. Now we're back in business. We got triple shot Brimstone, which is good, but it also, like, our charge rate is really bad, which alarms me a little bit. Let's pop this in here. Turned into a troll bomb and some ink. I don't know, man. I don't know what turned into the troll bomb. I don't know what turned into ink at that point. The damage is fine. It's just, you know, our charge rate that's a little bit on the crap side. There is a Tinted Rock here. I think you do go all in on snagging this guy. He just gave more ink. You're telling me that that was a key and a bomb and not a spirit heart? Or can you not get spirit hearts from Tinted Rocks? That seems real crappy, man, honestly. Oh, look, more ink. Surprise. Let's get a key. Thank you. And then item room contains Bumbo. Bumbo, you want coin? You're never getting coin. I'm sorry to break that to you, but it just ain't gonna happen. We are not in a situation where Bumbo getting coin is gonna be useful for us in the slightest. So I think you just head down now. We are still on track for boss rush, at least to an extent. With Brimstone on the next floor, I think that it's fairly plausible we'll make it to boss rush. Not positive that's something that I even want to pursue in terms of doing boss rush, but we'll let that decision come when we get down there. We can still find cards and stuff, so we can blow up some skulls if need be and try to get a card from there. And we could go to the shop, but spending 35 ink on a card seems a little expensive in my opinion. Maybe that's just my fringy natured self, but seems really bad. However, I do think that spending 10 for a chest that then contains 15 ink is definitely the way to go. So we should be spending as much money as it takes to get regular silver chests, because they're going to pop out more ink that likely will be more in return than it took to, you know, buy the bomb or whatever to open the chest. So let's think of doing that. A luck down does not benefit us at all. And now we have a lot of ink. Please draw a key for me. Thank you. Come in here, we get Mr. Boom. Plan C still interests me, and I feel like that's something that we could use on like the Hush fight or something. And that could work out well for us. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Here's Boss Rush / just Mom. But I'm going to consider it Boss Rush for us. 33% chance to deal with the devils. Not incredible. Could still happen, I suppose. Okay, next Mom that pops up is dead. Beautiful. Take the Polaroid. Come in here. And I think you do kill yourself. Take a random item. It's a unicorn stump. That's pretty bad. Just kill me, please. Thank you. Pop back out. And then head down the next floor. I know that we're sitting on 1 red heart. In any situation, I would normally be like, yeah, this is not a good place to be in. But right now, I'm kind of like, it's okay. I think you go all in here. Give me 4 keys. As long as we get back above 86 in return, which we literally did not in the slightest, and instead got like crappy trinkets from this, and also another golden chest that I don't really want to spend another key to open, but I suppose we will. Draw me another one, please. We can clear these rooms pretty well. Our damage is fine. It's HP that I'm concerned about. So if we get back up to 96, this was successful. We didn't, so we lost a little bit. 76, I mean, we didn't really lose out on that much in all retrospect. You know, I'm pretty okay with what happened there. We could just spam a ton of hearts, hoping for spirit hearts. Is that the right way of doing this? The main part of me inside says no, that's a stupid idea, but then there's another part going, you're not using the ink right now for anything else, why not go for it? If we're doing Hush, we're going to need, we're going to need a freaking lot of, is Wishbone the right thing? I wish we had a double trinket holder. But if you're going down to Hush, you're going to need 7 times 7, you're going to need 49 ink to buy everything, or open everything there. Which, granted, that's like a lot of ink, but also not that much when you look at how we're doing. I don't know. I haven't figured out what is worth and what isn't. You know, I have no idea if that was just worth it, what I just did. I don't know if life is worth it, what I'm doing. Hell, I don't know if playing games in front of people that I've never met before on the internet is worth it. Maybe this is going to be my last YouTube video. Probably not, though. Yeah, I'm gonna... Well, no, because I still want Swallow Penny. It's too good for us. Whenever we get hit to drop ink, it's beneficial. No definitely intrigued me, though, since it could provide us with 116 ink right now. That's really good. It could provide us with the ability to get better items from our boss fight / deals with the devil, but, you know, the deal with the devil chance is now super shot. I'm not talking about the famous ride at Six Flags' Cedar Point. Is there a super shot in there? No, that's Power Tower there. It's the same thing, really. Draw a bomb, please. I mean, that's worth it. We got more in return than what we paid for. I would appreciate this room no longer existing, honestly. Thank you. Good talk. And sure, bomb that stuff, but that means nothing to me. Let's take this time now. Since we have a ton of ink, I want to draw 7 keys. And these are the Hush keys right now. And then I want to buy, and by buy I mean make, like a crap load of hearts. Okay? Are any of these spirit hearts? They're literally all red hearts. Oh boy, you're asking for a true beating from Tyler right now. Okay, we get Black Horse. We also had like an 18% chance to deal with the devil and got it, which is so stupid. Frankly, neither one of those are good. Do you take Flight? Or do you take Plan C? I still... Oh, you don't take Plan C anymore. We're out of lives. So you definitely take Flight. We're not in the greatest position in the world, are we? Let's just head down and hope for the best. I gotta play, like, super freakishly well now to not die on this run. And I still think that, like, Crack-a-lack on hearts? That was a spirit heart. Okay. So spirit hearts just occur randomly, basically. It's a little sketch, honestly. I'm not a huge fan of that, but I suppose we can start just using all of our ink to try to do lemon party. Use all of our ink to try to get hearts, to get spirit hearts? Is that a valuable technique? Maybe. It seems like I'm just going to spend a lot of time making useless red hearts, but maybe that's part of the idea. A health up is beautiful. We got to keep this life alive now. And as soon as we get one more piece of ink, we are going to open up that chest. That will probably give us ink. Honestly, this is probably worth it. Ansus rune. Do you pop it here? Maybe. Let's do it. We can see the way. Which does have value on any run. I'm a big fan of the mind. I'm a big fan of treasure map. Those items both have severe value, and Ansu's rune is never considered bad in my book. We can now buy a bomb, place it down right there. We get not much ink in return, but more than what we paid for, so that's okay. And then check the map real quick. I'm not going to the cursed room. Honestly, seems like just a stupid idea. And then just continue to stack up as much ink as you can, because we're going to be utilizing all of it to go to buy hearts to fight Hush and not die. Because I've committed to doing the Hush fight. I know it's a bad idea. I'm not saying that it's not. But I've committed to it now, so we're going to do it. I would love... I mean, it's basically... You might as well here. Oh, it was a dime. Okay, well that changes things a little bit. I wish I would have known that you can get dimes from that. Because that honestly would have made life significantly better for us. Knowing that we could actually get dimes and nickels from the thing, but it wouldn't have changed it too much, I suppose. It also should be noted that I would love to take the item that was just there. This room is pretty sketch. We're gonna take this. I would love to take skinny mushroom, odd mushroom, from the secret room shop thing, but there's no way in hell we're getting enough ink to do that right now. That broke my brain trying to figure out how to say that sentence. Oh my god, please. Don't do this to me right now. So, we're on one singular heart. Am I still gonna go down and do the Hush fight? Yeah. Why? Because I'm stupid. That's why. Readjust myself in my chair and get ready for this damn Hush fight. Crack into these. Honestly, ink is all I can ask for at this point, so I'm happy to have it. This is a stars card. Utilize it. I will take Capricorn. I know that this is like a little weird that we have this crap just chilling in here. But we're going to take the mulligan as well. That's a pretty good haul from here. That's the pulling of Isaac doing you well. And the person doing the pull is yours truly. There is another tinted rock in here as well. Broke even on that one, but that's okay. We are going to... I mean, we're going... Oh, Lord. I want champion belt for extra damage. Give me a dime. Give me a dime or a nickel. Dime or a nickel. I'm gambling hardcore. There it is. Okay. So now the rest of these, I just want to spend spamming hearts. As many hearts as you can put in this room, the happier I'm going to be. Spirits? No spirit hearts. Oh, why you gotta do me dirty like that, boys? Okay. What's the plan here? Hope and pray, basically. We'll have 4 hearts. We'll pop strength after the first phase of Hush. Lump of coal would have been a huge blessing on this run. Just never happened, though. And if I'm being honest, I don't feel confident about this Hush fight. I got triple shot Brimstone, Capricorn, champion belt, the mulligan. I don't feel confident about this fight. which is like the only time that I'll probably ever say that. It's just like, this is not a lot of hearts. Apparently, Hush was only one person. Sure. Now I'm a little bit confused. I'm gonna go up. I have no idea why Hush was not the second phase of Hush. Not going to ever complain in the slightest about that. I'm happy we had that talk, frankly. I will crack this open. And that just gave us a butt ton of ink. That's a beautiful life. I feel like maybe Mom's Key would be an incredible item for us. An incredible... Well, I mean, yeah, would have been an incredible item for us on this run, since it would have basically ensured that we got a ton of ink out of each chest we opened. I think that would have been great, actually. I should save the blank rune for the chest to try to get a year out of it. Does that sound intelligent? I think that sounds intelligent. Let's roll with that. We have nothing else that we're really carrying. I mean, we were carrying the... So much ink all of a sudden. Oh, that's because those guys dropped coins. That's true. Do we get 5 or 7 ink per little ink blob? Because I was under the impression it was 5, but maybe it's 7, in which case that makes significantly more sense, maybe. So 112. No, we're getting 5 ink per thing. I'm not going crazy. I was fairly certain that was the case. And I do still think it's valuable to open tinted rocks. We did get a big old pile of ink from that. And we are very low on HP, so I think it's in our best interest. Pop some hearts. We might as well. Spirit? Oh, you've done it. Okay. Now come in here and go to town on Isaac. Use your dash attack a little bit. This fight should not be that difficult as long as we can crowd control and get him to wave 3 fast. Come on, one more hit. Wave 3, boys. We should be fine on this run now. You know, I'm excited to get items from the chest here. I think they could help bring this run to a new extreme. There's no way in God's sweet hell that I'm going to fight Delirium on this one. It's nothing against Delirium, except it's literally everything against Delirium. Blank Rune was a per throw, and nothing else popped. It's unfortunate. Let's make 3 more keys. Beautiful. And then let's get cracking on these guys. So far, it was horrible. These are actually all terrible items. I don't want to pick up any one of them in case we do get a per throw rune. Those are all just really terrible. So, thanks a ton, but also no thanks at all, because those items sucked. Happy to have them. I wish we could make chests. Yo, that would be so OP. That would actually be a really interesting thing with this character. Have certain items be blueprints, basically. And you don't get any items, you just get blueprints. And then you have to draw items in the game as well. So you like can buy a blueprint for Polyphemus for 100 ink. And then it takes also 100 ink to make it. And then you collect all the blueprints. Yo, there's something there in terms of a really awesome idea for addition to this mod. Maybe the mod authors will see this video and be like, yo, I like the way you think. Let's work on this. I don't see that happening, but man, it'd be pretty dope if it did. Please give me more ink. Our luck stat's really low. Chances of us getting another chest is not really the highest. We'll probably get like 1 or 2 or 0, but I'm not expecting too much. Chance of getting a per throw rune is pretty much damn near impossible, so we can hope and pray for that as well, but once again, don't get your hopes up. But otherwise, I mean, this run is almost over, and man, was it a little bit different than I thought it was going to be. I expected to get like insanely overpowered pretty fast with this character, but it was really exactly the opposite. This character is fairly balanced in how it plays, and I think that it's a ton of fun. It makes you think about, you know, preserving certain things. What do I really need at this given moment? You know, do I need a key right now? Do I need a bomb right now? Is it worth spending a bomb for getting this chest when I need a key for this chest? You know, what is the correct approach to do things? And I think it's pretty interesting. It's a very cool idea for a mod. And once again, it utilizes the engine for Afterbirth Plus in an incredibly unique way, and I had no idea that it was even possible to make a mod like this in the game. So I'm happy to have played this. It was definitely an experience. And it's mods like this that just make me more excited for the crap that's still to come. We're only 4 months into Afterbirth Plus. That's a ton more crap in the future for us to explore and figure out. So we are going to utilize, on the very last boss, we're going to utilize this big old 20 drop buddy. So just like put him right there, and he drops down, and he plops right on top of you. And I'm now a little bit concerned that we are going to die here. So you know what? Drop a heart. There we go. That was a spirit heart. You want to just draw some more hearts from me? Now that's a pretty unique way of doing these enemies. You need hearts, just draw them mid-fight. That's pretty cool. I enjoyed this mod a lot. If you enjoyed the run, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you guys in the next mod video. Bye!